speaks a word of confirmation and affirmation over his life and says, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased. The Bible then says that then he's led into the wilderness to be tested by or tempted by the enemy. Understand that the attack of God always comes after the word is released. Joseph didn't get attacked until he said what God showed him. And when you get a word from God, then the devil wants to attack. And it wasn't until you said, you know what, God, I'm moving out this apartment and I'm about to... Then he attacked your finances. It wasn't until you said, you know what, I'm going to get out of this crazy relationship. Then that Negro want to act right.
Jesus!
You say, you know what, I'm going to make a decision to move on. Then something else happens, and that's what the enemy does. The enemy attacks you after the word of God has been released over your life. Let me jump to the text. The Bible speaks about Jesus. Jesus knew who he was. So here it is. Jesus' ultimate purpose was not to multiply fish and loaves of bread. His ultimate purpose was not to walk on water. Jesus' ultimate purpose was not to open the blinded eyes of Bartimaeus or to go to the pool of Bethesda and tell the man be made whole. It wasn't Jesus' ultimate purpose to do that. Jesus' ultimate purpose was Calvary. But in order for him to go to Calvary, he had to go to a place called Gethsemane. Now, Gethsemane, by most people already know this, is a place of pressure. It's a place of pressure. It's a place of influence, persuasion, impression. It's overwhelming. So here it is. Jesus tells his boys, look, I need y'all to sit down here and I need y'all to pray for me because it's so heavy in my spirit. I need somebody to pray for me. I'm sorry. I'm tired of people being in my life who always acting like they pray, but they really don't. I know what I'm saying. I'm tired of them always being phony around me. You know, how you doing? Oh, I'm blessing how they think. I didn't ask you that.
Jesus!
How you was doing? I don't usually say, oh, the spiritual church logo. I need somebody to be real with me every once in a while. So here it is, Jesus. Y'all please be seated. The people behind you can't see. Here it is, Jesus. Jesus tells his disciples, please, I need y'all to pray for me because I'm in a situation that I'm overwhelmed. And the Bible says he goes through something called hemohydrosis. It's the medical term where Jesus begins to pray so hard that his sweat glands begins to bleed. So that blood is now shown outwardly. I know people that tell you, oh, smile, and you need to smile because the joy of the Lord is your strength. But sometimes you can go through an inner turmoil that'll be so overwhelming that sometimes you just can't have the outside. And here Jesus is now bleeding blood because he's going through a struggle inwardly. Understand, Jesus is fighting with his purpose in Gethsemane. He's saying, God, look, I don't want to go to Calvary. I really don't want to do this. But he says, no, you got to do it anyway. Because the second place the enemy lives is he lives in your flesh. Now you will understand in Genesis chapter 3 it was, what happens is after Adam and Eve falls into sin, God then tells the devil, I'm going to curse you. On your belly thou shalt go, and dust you shall eat. Well, let's rewind it. God made man out of the dust of the ground. Your flesh is dust. So as long as you keep feeding your flesh, the devil has a legal right to stay. Because God said, I can eat your flesh. Oh, okay, let me prove it. Galatians chapter 5. Do not walk in the flesh, but walk in the spirit. And Jesus got a struggle with his flesh and his spirit. And I want to go ahead. Now, most preachers will preach this. The anointing oil, the olives represent the anointing. So since the olives or the oil from the olive represents the anointing, the more you go through, the greater your anointing. And I'm here to tell you that's not actually true. Let me prove my point right now. And I mess y'all up. Jesus was anointed Gethsemane, 17 years old. And Samuel comes and anoints him to be him. So the next 15 to 16, he's got to go. He was anointed when he was 16. You don't get anointed in the trial. God anoints you before the trial. And the reason why you're able to get through is because greater is he in you than he. Hey, God! Jesus is fighting because if my know that people in the world are anointed. If my anointing is birthed out of the things I go through, then the sinner is anointed. But God separated you for his purpose. And now Jesus got to fight. Now you look, I got 3 minutes. Jesus, and it's in his mind. He's fighting his mind. His mind. The Bible says, to be carnal minded is enmity against God. God can't get with a carnal mind. So he needs you to have a spiritual mind. So he says, seek those things which are up, and those things are beneath. God, seek after the kingdom, and all of these things shall be added unto you. Now here Jesus, watch this, is in a place of struggle, and he's struggling so hard that the one theologian said he doesn't even want to be bothered. God, because it's one thing to go through, because I can always give you, Williams, an encouraging word. You know, say I'm dealing with such and such. Can you pray for me? God's going to work it out. It's all good. He's going to work it out. No weapon formed. You got to understand, give me scorpions and all the enemies and all the things that the devil has planned for you. But it's one thing for me to say it to you, but it's another thing for me to deal with me. All right, I'm almost there. Jesus, watch this. When he opened up the eyes of Bartimaeus, no problem. When he walked on water, not an issue. When he went to the wedding of Canaan and made water into wine, not a problem. He didn't think twice about it. When he talked to the lady at the well, wasn't a problem. When you see Jesus do the miracles, it's no problem. But when he got to deal with himself, he's got a whole nother issue to deal with. And let's be real. I know you saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, Jesus on your side, and you're ready for your life. But sometimes you got to get up in the morning and look at the demon in the mirror. I crucified daily. God help me. So Jesus is now struggling, and he says, now watch this. Here's the choice he has. The Bible says that in Genesis, the Bible says that Eve, that the serpent gets Eve's attention. Then Eve then listens to the serpent. Now I'm thinking about this, Pastor Smith. It's one thing for a snake to get my attention. I can look at, oh, a snake. But it's another thing for me then to get down on his, to get to the place that I give him that much attention. And the problem is, we have people who not only look down at the serpent, but then they drop them to get That's why we got homosexuals directing the choir, because they didn't that's why you're whoring around in the church of God, because you done dropped your stainless to look at the serpent, and you gotta understand before you get in trouble. So now you can't get on the devil's level, and that the serpent was trying to get. He was trying to go back to the garden, and you gotta understand that when Jesus died on the cross, he died to the point that he would give you glory. He would give you power to tread over the serpent because he did it. Oh, God help me. I got 2 minutes. So here it is, Jesus. I'm getting excited. And I got 2 minutes.
Bless him.
Jesus is fighting in death. And the struggle is himself. Himself. Not you, me. And he's hip-hop. He's verbal hip-hop and everything about hip-hop. But do you want to know why the church has been using the worldly beats to try to get the youth to come to Christ? Because we are no longer walking in the creativity of God that he's given us. So since being creative, we then copy.
Jesus.
Be not conformed or copy the word, but be ye transformed by the renewing of God. The reason why we messed up is because we won't get in our own face so that God can show us where we are. Jesus was struggling with his purpose. That's why I love when y'all started singing yes. Because he says, Father, not my will, not what I want, but I'm going to do what you want. I'm going to do what you call me to do, even if it's hurt. Because the truth of the word of God, and when he's called you to say, you pain that with it, because the people get frustrated and quit and just want to walk away. Because why? That's not what God created you. He says, Father, not my will, but your will be done. Here we go. And I'm going to end here. Be careful what you pray for. After Jesus is betrayed, says he goes to Pilate's house. After he goes, I find no fault with this man. But he says there's a man that it was accustomed to release a soldier or prisoner every year. He says, Barabbas, and I got Jesus. He says, now Barabbas by history was a murderer. He was an organized crime. He was a gangster. He was a thug. He was a murderer. He robbed. He started an insurrection, the Bible says. Barabbas represents death. Jesus represents life. He said, who do you want me to release?
My God!
They said, release Barabbas to us. This nation is jacked up because the previous nation said, we don't want Jesus, we want Barabbas. And since we want Barabbas, that's why we got the thug mentality, the crime mentality, and the whorish mentality. And this is because we've asked. Barabbas was released. Jesus goes to the cross and gets up 3 days later because he died in Gethsemane to himself. Please understand, there is not a resurrection until there's a sacrifice. Please give me 3 more minutes. I know I'm over my time.
Preach, sir!
I know I'm over my time. The Bible says this: present your body as a living sacrifice, holy unto God, which is your reasonable service. Jesus was that perfect sacrifice. I really developed that. I always thought for a certain part of the service where we go, hallelujah, we give you glory, hallelujah, you know, in that little small. But when you read the text, it says your life is supposed to be a sacrifice. So every day your sacrifice. So the way you love your wife is worship. The way you love your children is worship. The way you act on your job is worship. What you do in private is worship. And then we think raising our hand or not raising our hand that stinks to God. No, your life stinks to God. He says, I want to sacrifice. Everyone's saying to your feet. He says, I want to sacrifice from you. That is pure. That does not come from somebody pulling on you. I'm sorry, praise team should have been singing here and we sit. We come to
Jesus.
So for the next 30 seconds, just open your mouth and go.